Hello, my name is Anjani, and today I'm reading the New Moon Astrology Report for April 15th, 2018, and the new moon is happening in the sign of Aries at 26 degrees Aries. So the sun and moon are going to be together, and we have a couple of exciting things I'm going to talk about here, and then give you some ideas of ways you can relate that to your own personal life, whether you know your astrology chart or not. So when the sun and moon are together in Aries, this is a new seed point, and we've been going through Aries season. So the sun has been in Aries, which has been bringing up a lot of inner aggression, anger, also spontaneity, and the elements of fire that get us really into our passion. What is it that we're passionate about? Because those are the things that normally we will feel aggression or aggravation or raw, intense passion. So something that I've been working with is seeing and feeling passion, my passion, and then seeing and feeling anger, and then letting the boundary between those things sort of dissolve and expand, so it's not excluding the other, now it includes. So every time the sun moves through a certain sign, we get an opportunity to work with those elements. So for Aries, it really has been, for me anyway, about having it be inclusive and not trying to get away from my anger, not trying to hide from it, run away from it, and letting myself feel it and let that energy move through my body. So personally, I've had a lot of opportunities for looking at that and feeling that energy come up. And now with the positioning of the planets, we have Uranus is tight to the sun and moon. Uranus is a change agent. And we also have Pluto in a square position to the sun and moon. Pluto destroys. Pluto is the ending of something, the let go, the release. If using the breath cycle, Pluto would be the exhale, where you release, everything lets go, and then when that let go completely happens, there's this vacuum that gives us that space for the new breath to be breathed. So with this new moon, what I'm sensing into is we've been feeling that anger and aggression and agitation and assertiveness and being maybe a little, I might need to tell you, I'm out in a tent right now in Kauai on a beautiful garden farm, and it's been windy and rainy for all of today, so it's a little bit noisy, so sorry about that, but not sorry about this beautiful view. And there's some roosters passing by there. They've got a bunch of vegetables right outside my tent in case I get hungry. So anyway, all of these heat related emotions, energy in motion, energy in the body, being related to heat, and us having this like real buildup of, the passion. What is it that's happening now with the sun and moon being close to Uranus? We're getting a boost of being able to change, to make radical changes, and we don't even have to know what those are going to be. We don't have to be consciously aware of what the changes are or how they're going to occur. All we have to do is be open to allowing the changes and the shifts to happen. So it's, they happen, it happens. And we can either fight them by trying to stick stubbornly to our pattern and our program, or when the change comes through like the wind, we can go with it and allow our body and our mind to be open to moving instead of being stuck and locked into our rigid, programmed, patterned way of thinking. With the sun and moon at that square angle to Pluto, it goes all together in the storyline in my mind, because when we have that exhale, the big exhale, where the whole body lets go and releases. It's like falling into a deep sleep, like Sleeping Beauty, but not dramatized in that way, but that death-like sleep. Everything is clear. The mental programming can chill out for a minute. And then we also get this boost of energy from Uranus, which is, suddenly waking up. And use that imagery of, the death-like sleep, and then suddenly waking up, like being jostled out of that sleep. And right now where I'm at, I'm, not at home. I'm eating things that I wouldn't normally eat. I'm drinking tap water from this bottle, which it is BPA free, but I'm really a crazy water person. Like, I would never drink tap water, but we're having a little bit of an issue with water, so I'm just blessing the water. And a lot of things are different. There's the foods here aren't something that I would normally eat. It's a lot more raw salads and things like that. With this weather being this way, I wouldn't pick that for myself because it's cold and the raw foods are very cold. So, but the thing is, the point that I'm making is that I've been jostled out of my comfort zone. Even though my comfort zone would, could be considered a very healthy comfort zone, having this sudden change that I can't control it. There's nothing, without becoming obnoxious, there's nothing really I can do. So I'm going with the flow. I'm, seeing where can I open myself up to let something else happen. Let a new program release. Let them, change. So if you know your chart, what you'll want to do is make this, I usually will just sort of make some scribbly lines from 26 degrees of Aries over to Libra. So you've got a straight line passing through there, and then you can also take it in the opposite direction. So you can see, this is my chart, and where the sun and moon are is square to my Jupiter and my moon. And the other thing, so you can see what you have going on in in this pathway of the new moon. And then the other thing you'll want to notice is, where is this new moon hitting on your own chart? So it's hitting for me on Mercury, and it's also in my 12th house. So that will give you personalized information about how to engage with the energy of the new moon. The typical things to know for a new moon: this is a time to plant new seeds, new intentions. It's the exhale, the death, the letting go. And when you deeply exhale, like exhale all your air out of your lungs so much that there's a spontaneous breath that has to happen if you're alive. So this new moon point, like all new moon points, are that deep, deep exhale where the breath some new life has to come, and we're able to sort of write it out, because really life is a story. It's all a big storyline. That I like to think of these astrology maps as our sort of soul's DNA, soul blueprint. And this is like a storyline. We can see our makeup and see what we're working with. And then once you know that, you can go in and write your story how you want it. So there's maybe controversy about that. You can't change your astrology chart, just like you can't change your Ayurvedic dosha or your constitution. But there are ways that you can get in, just by knowing what you're working with, and make changes that are suitable to your goals. Your goals being in alignment with source and your higher self. There are ways to work with that. Some people call it manifestation. Some people call it moonefestation. So new moon time is a really good time to do that manifestation, moonefestation kind of work, because it is all over the sun and moon that's what they're doing. This is the time in the storyline of the collective consciousness to set new intentions. So thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to ask any questions, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.